welcome back to the minigame making series. Today, or the past couple of days, I received some more islands, so we'll start off with the first one. This one is by HTAG, and it's really cool. I like it a lot. This is actually the view we should take, according to his photos. He sent me in some photos with shaders and stuff, and let's actually set the time today. Like that. So yeah, he has his skulls around. There's some very difficult parkour in it, which I can't figure out just yet. I can figure out parts, but I just can't manage. So HTAG, if you're watching, please send me a video or something, or a tutorial on how to do the parkour, because yeah, I can't do it, and that makes it very hard. Because if you have to PvP and parkour at the same time, it makes it a little bit difficult. But yeah, this is it. I'll quickly go inside here. He has a lot of skulls used, so I'll probably delete most of these command blocks here. And then I think these signs aren't necessary anymore. Do not enter the game mechanics. Because if you don't know, skulls cause a little bit of lag every time they get loaded, and I don't want my players to have lag. So I will keep these skulls. If that's how we want to call it. But again, Mario and Luigi's on the top here, and I don't really think they are necessary. So yeah, but here the artifact can go here, and I really like this. Next one, because I have to hurry up. We don't want to spend too much time on this. This is by Winkau. It's a Nether Fortress island. Yeah, it looks like a Nether Fortress. That was clear yeah, at first. Not a lava. Where am I? Oh, I'm on the top again. Okay. Yeah, you can go down. If you go in the lava, you're obviously dead. And this way you can go down. And this one is actually really suitable for the map, because we want to connect the islands with bridges every time you start a new round. And as you see, there's 3 bridges right here. And we can even implement the last one here downstairs. It's a little bit big though, but yeah, that's it. I like this one. It's good. Next one is a little bit tiny. And I say that because the rest of the islands I received are enormous. The last 2 are really big, and if you can see right there are a few more big ones. But this one is by Zaima, and he called it village, I think, but it does not really look like a village. I would call it some kind of explosive lab that has been exploded, because there's TNT and redstone everywhere and it's damaged. And the artifact is gonna go here, he said. So here's a pressure plate, and it should play the TNT sound, but I don't think he has got it working just yet. So I need to fix that. Yeah, so really cool island. It's small and good for PvP as well. That's the good part about the small ones. This one is really advanced. It's by Gnot B. I don't know if you pronounce it, but your name is right here. And yeah, he has his fancy lights, and yeah, this house, it just works. That's why I always say when something is good, it just works. So yeah, he has this lookout, and you can maybe spawn in this house or something, or on the top. I don't know, we could figure some stuff out. Anyway, very good job, thank you. Next one is by Lord Snow. It's another Nether Fortress, and as you see, we've got another one coming up. Yeah, I don't know the word. I can't get it, but it's a cool one. It's a cool one. It has some parkour to the top, so I think the artifact is gonna go on the top here as well. The stairs do not just lead up to the top. You need to go around, and I think it's this way, this way, this way. I did this parkour before. I have tried a few times. Yeah, and then here on top you could put the artifact. I think right here. It's a good spot. Yeah, and he has these towers, so they are no, well, I thought they were good for spawning, but actually don't connect up. So we could spawn a player in there, and you might just fall down to his death. I see that being kind of funny. So next one is by the Blockbusters on YouTube and ChrisDude011 on Planet Minecraft, and he has built another Nether Fortress, and he actually made a video on it, which will at least part of it will show. I think in the top right corner right now. And yeah, it's a different kind of Nether Fortress. I wouldn't see this in the Nether, but it looks awesome. It is so ruined that you can't see where you're going or where you're aiming. So it's a bad level for PvP, or a good level for bow shots, I think. And we don't really have bow shot levels at this moment, so that's a good one. And he even put this chest right here, which has artifact. The only thing he didn't know before is that the artifact is actually going to be an armor stand, which we are going to be working on today. But yeah, thank you. Forgot the name. ChrisDude or Blockbusters for your island. I like it. This one is another one that that really surprised me actually. So it's by Quackers. And I spawn in right here, so I thought, yeah, Mesa. Mesa, cool. I mean, it looks cool, but for PvP it's a bit simple. Then I went down here, and there's this minecart track, and if I go down it, there's this parkour session, and he said that parkour was totally possible, and there's actually multiple ways to do it. You can go yeah, through here and then up here. You can also, if you're a little bit good, you can do this, and I tried it before. Yes, I managed. And then like this, and then you can go there as well. You do have to go around the fence though to get around that. And if you go up here, there's this yeah, this door here, random door. I don't know what, yeah, it's, I mean, I think it's part of the mine that used to be here, but it's kind of destroyed, and there's gold everywhere. I think he loves gold and glowstone. Yeah, that's his personal input. I think there's lava here, there's some small mazes kind of stuff, hiding spots. I think I shouldn't go over all of this, but yeah, I just like going over it, all of it, and then place the artifact in the water tower, go around the fence to get the artifact, and then here you can go. But the artifact, once again, is going to be an armor stand, which you have to be standing next to, so it's probably going to be down here. But I'm going to implement something that you can still use this. I'm hearing weird sounds. I don't know if you're hearing that, but okay, it doesn't matter. Next island, and we'll quickly go over this one, is by Sharp Dressed Guy. I just got sent it in, so you managed to make it in. It's a really small island, so knockback is going to be a huge advantage on this island. And there's some parkour, and I really can't do a parkour, but I'm gonna try. I actually managed the first jump. I tried it a few times. The first jump is definitely the most difficult. Maybe the last one is a little bit more difficult, but yeah, I managed. And then we could put the artifact on top of here. This is where I spawn, but I don't think it's part of it, so I'll just keep it here because of funsies. And it distracted me because I thought I should jump to there, but it's definitely not possible because you can only jump one block high. But yeah, those are the islands for the last few days. I've made up my mind about how the islands are gonna go in the map. So I need 20 islands in total. Yeah, I'm gonna make 2 maps with both 10 islands. So I still need 7. I have 13 now. So if you wanna make one, be sure to be fast, because if I have more than 20, I think I have to just sack you, because I don't want to sack anybody who just sent it in on time. So really sorry about that. But yeah, send it in, and yeah, just on YouTube, Twitter, I don't know, send me a link and I'll download it and put it in the map, and you'll see it next episode. Well, let's get going. I made a lobby off camera here. It looks a little bit plain, that's what I found myself, but the design is quite cool. If you have something I could put on these walls, then really thank you, because they're plain. But I'm quickly gonna go over this. It says random right now, and if I press this button, it's gonna change, but it said random here. And if I press this button, there we go, it's set up here, which I can now, our islands, some platforms are here, and I can stand on these to choose my team. And as you see, team choosing is going to one at the right as well, so I can actually choose my team, and if I press 0, then they are gone. So yeah, that's basically what I did. I hope you like that. If you don't, please say what I should improve on, because I'm not the best builder. That's why I let you guys build the islands. What we are gonna build today, and that is, if we can actually spawn here, the one island, and I can't remember the name. Yeah, so we are gonna make the artifact system. I was planning on doing the island randomization random, but that lags a lot. Just like this, the 2-hour session. And yeah, it lags a lot. It makes the speed go all the way down, and I don't want to harm any computers with it. So I'm gonna make the artifact system random, which shouldn't lag, because I'm just spawning 10 entities at a time and randomly teleporting them. So that shouldn't be really difficult. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna summon an armor stand, and I'm gonna do this on camera. And we're not gonna make it invisible or marker at this point. It's gonna have a custom name of artifact spawner, spawn spot position, something like that. It's good, and we can see what it is. Custom name visible. True. Okay, it's not tree. It's I'm so bad at this. True. And now we should have. What did I do wrong? Oh man. Custom name. Oh. Like this. Not? Oh god, you're probably seeing this as well. Visible. Okay. Visible. I think it's just like this. Yeah, there we go. I was just a little bit scared that it didn't work again. But that's where the armors, the artifacts are gonna go. So I'm basically gonna summon 10 armor stands somewhere at spawn, and it's randomly spawning them over the armor stands over the 10 islands. So every island is gonna have an ASP. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go for. Now I should start working on the actual artifacts and their spawning system. So yeah, let me get going on that, and I'll see you then. So I've made 10 artifacts. They don't have names or effects or anything just yet, but these are the artifacts here. I've got all kinds of blocks on their heads, and actually what's gonna happen is when you stand like right here, and there is actually an artifact on his head, in this case it's TNT, then I will get the TNT in my 9th slot, and you won't be able to move that, of course. You will put it in a 9th slot, and it will replace anything that's there. So if there is, for example, a gold block, because in the previous island you picked up a gold block, then the gold block will go back to its place, so somebody else on the island where the gold block was can now pick up the gold block again. And you will get the TNT one, and every single artifact is going to have a different ability, so that way some people have an ability, some people don't. The game is going to be played for 12 players at max, so there will always be 2 players, when you play at max players, there will always be 2 players that don't have an artifact, which yeah, may change the game. But there are gonna do things like heal every player except for yourself, of your own team, of course. Damage everyone, including yourself, something like that. Some strange abilities, and they're gonna be beautiful. And I think we're gonna spend an episode on every single one of them. There will be short episodes, and I'll record I think a batch in one. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But for now, we are gonna make them spawn correctly. So yeah, let me get working on that actually. So I've imported another island here with another ASP in it, another spawn point, and that's the wrong button. I need to press this button to go back, because I also did some coding right here. The first things I added here is I set everyone with the score of ASP is set to 0. So it's set is if they have an armor stand or an artifact already or not. So yeah, set is to 0 because no one has an armor stand, and I'm gonna kill everybody. Every armor stand that is not ASP, and I'll actually indeed make this an armor stand, type equal to armor stand, like this. I'll kill everybody in the radius of 2 just to make sure whose name is not ASP, and we're doing this at everyone who is named ASP. So, and a tick later than that, we are gonna first, this one is activated first, then this one. First TP everyone named A1, so there's only one here. I think it's a gold block here. He is gonna be teleported to a random ASP with a score of is at 0, which is at this moment everyone. And then this is wrong. This should be 1. This should be 1. Okay. So then it's gonna set to 1 for every ASP that it's next to. So it's spawned to someone who is named ASP, and then it's gonna set his score to 1, so no other entities will spawn at that spot. So I hope this works, and if it doesn't, then we'll troubleshoot that. So let's go to choose, start the game, which I do with this button, and you'll see a timer which I implemented. I think on cam, I don't know. There we go. So the island should be loaded, and because yeah, this is in unloaded chunks, not spawn chunks. So if there's no player here, the chunks are not loaded. So that's why I have to do this all after the game starts. Luckily, this is gonna go fairly fast. There we go, ASP. But I don't actually see an armor stand here, so that's troublesome. What does this one say? ASP and none as well. So let's quickly troubleshoot this problem. That's a common thing. And there's of course at least one of you guys who already saw the problem. They are indeed still here. So maybe we should increase this delay here. Failed to execute at ASP. Okay, this should fail because there are none. This did work, but what does this say? UUID, invalid format. Maybe it's because their score wasn't 0 yet. maybe, yeah, let's actually change the delay here just for security reasons. 1 tick should be fine. Actually it's 2 ticks because repeaters, a repeater tick is equal to 2 normal ticks. I discovered. I don't need to be here. I need to start a game and check if this is working. Because if it is, I have to do some work off camera. That's a word I learned from another YouTuber. Yeah, I have to do some work off camera then. I should really block this. It's getting annoying. So, still none, and the other one, yeah, of course, still none as well. Yeah. So yeah, let me actually troubleshoot this, and I'll be back with you when I fixed it. I figured it out. It's really easy. When you use the @r tag, because we're using that to randomly teleport someone, you need to actually determine that it is an armstand you want to teleport and not a player, because it says here to target a random player, and a player is not an armstand. So I add a type equal to armstand here, and now Shazam, and it's not teleporting in the outer chunks right there because yeah, they are unloaded, and I actually killed the wrong armstand here. Like this, yeah, so it's not teleporting there because they're in unloaded chunks, so it's always targeting this one. But as long as the players are there, those chunks are loaded. And he's not gonna be here, of course. Yeah, so let's actually change this for both of them. I really don't need to actually... yeah, I need to copy this, but I don't need to do this on camera, but I want to do this all in one recording. Let's kill you. Leave that there just in case. Go. No, actually, we need to start a game. And we want to be on the green side because red isn't programmed yet, so for the red team we'll stay where we are. Green is actually, yeah, it's teleporting us. So, and now I hope that the ticks... Oh, I don't think I have linked them up, do I? No, I haven't linked them up. Okay. Yeah, let's quickly do that. It's 2 seconds of work. Yeah, why would we cut it? Repeater right here. Get it? Yeah. Put it on 2 ticks just to make sure loading is going correctly. Yeah, so I think there are going to be problems with slower servers here, because the tick speed is going to be faster than the chunk loading. So, right here, game mode 1. That's so annoying to do every time. It's a word that I can type really fast now. Look at that! 2 is spawned right here. And 1 is right here. So yeah, call was 1 and I programmed the number 2 as well. So let's try that again and hope we get a different spawn. That it's actually random. I doubt it won't. Actually, because I know I used a random tag. And as long as that is good with... Oh, I need to stand on here. Good. Game mode 1. I really need to block that. And let's see if there's a different one right here now. Yes! And if I kill him, there's not a coal one. So that means everything works. That means that I got to import a lot of islands to this here. I don't really know which ones I want to import. If I just want to put the first 10 here and the second 10 in another world. I probably won't, because then we would have 3 nether fortresses in one world. So I'll differentiate a bit. But yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, let me think of something we could still do, and then I'll see you then. I think I found the last thing we are gonna do this episode. I just need to reset the map, so I'll start a new game here. I shouldn't be set to game mode 2 now, but I still am. That's odd. Okay, so let's search for the coal block, because I only, yeah, did it for the coal block here. It should be this one, yes. And when I stand next to it, bam, it goes there into my inventory. And I have to be in a radius of 1, so I might change that to 0, but for 1 it's now easy. And this is now my artifact, so we can start programming that. I haven't programmed it for the diamond one yet, but I think this is quite a cool concept. So that's how you obtain your artifact. The only thing we need to do now is when you lose it, so it tracks all the players, and if you don't have it, it will set it back. So I think we are gonna quickly start that. It requires, by the way, a fair amount of command blocks to actually do this. So this one is general, this is for all the armor stands, and these 3 are for the retrieval of this block. So what I'm doing is I'm first setting the has artifact score to 1. It's first set to 0 here, and I'm gonna set it back to 1 if he has a gold block on his head. So he has artifact 1 equals yes. Then it's gonna be doing this. Execute at every A1 with a score of has artifact 1. Replace item the nearest entity in equal or an entity in radius of 1 And I actually should add C equal to 1, because if you enter with 2 players, I want only 1 artifact. Slot hotbar 8 with a call block. And we can add later things like an enchantment glow, or an actual name and function and things like that. And then I'm clearing the at the same time, same entity, same thing. I'm gonna clear the armor stand, or the call block from that entity. So the only thing I need to do is copy this 9 times over, change the data a little bit, and then I have the artifacts. I hope it doesn't. No, it won't. It won't reach that. I made another clock, by the way, and it's only gonna run when we are basically running the game, same as this one. I'm gonna put an armor stand there, but we'll bother about that later. We will now, add a retrieval. So we'll add some more command blocks here. So, let me start off camera here. I did it. The retrieval system is done. So when I step near it, I get the artifact, and when I throw it out, and later this will be in action, but for now, if I actually get rid of it, there you go, it gets it back. And if I throw it out, you can see it in action a little bit better, because my inventory was in the way. And you can see this crazy scoreboard on the sidebar, which is basically tracking has artifact or not. Scoreboard objectives, so display sidebar, and there's gone. So yeah, there we go, we got it again, throw it away, and yeah, that's basically how it is. So let's quickly go to the commands. It's very easy to get there. There we go. I added 1 command block right here, and it's testing for a player with a command block or a call block in its inventory, and if there is, it's gonna output a signal and disactivate this command block. But if there isn't, it will activate this command block, and it will set A1 to have a call block again. That's really easy. I wanted to do it with command blocks, but it required about 4 or 5, and this is just 2. And yeah, I just don't like using comparators, but that's because I make 1 command blocks and you can't in 1 command block, so that's why. But I'm gonna copy this a little bit more and add the islands into the world, and basically prepare for next episode, and I'll see you then.